That's the year when video games come back to life, and then this comes out. But this year, 2023, this is the one, everybody.
Tekken 8.
As long as Kuma is a playable character, then I like Tekken 8. What I really want to see from this and Street Fighter 6 and every other fighting game is a
Happy I became partnered. Thank you so much.
Fighting games today are extremely disposable. Once the online community is gone, these games cease to exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Soul Calibur, Guilty Gear, Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat. The single player for these games is people talking.
Is that the voice actor of old Joseph Joestar? Is that the same voice actor as old Joseph Joestar? No freaking way.
Like, what the fuck are we doing out here? Most fighting games already have the components needed for a great single-player game. They just need to structure them in a more...
Fighting games to me remind me of like FIFA or like NFL or whatever, NBA 2K or whatever, you know? In that they just like, they show up for like one like season and then you buy the next one. And they're just constantly a cycling thing. Unless you have there's some very specific fighting games that are like not yearly releases, you know? I think like Guilty Gear or like Smash Bros or whatever, or whatever, where like they release one every like, or there's got to be others. I don't play fighting games, so I don't know, but they don't release them often. And they're not very interchangeable with other fighting games, I guess. Maybe. So they get a lot of playtime before you, like, dump them, you know? But things like Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Injustice, there's got to be more. I can't even think of them off the top of my head. Soul Calibur. These are all games I feel like they just pop up and then you play them and then you move on to like the next fighting game is what I assume happens.
Exciting way. Hollow Knight, Silk Song, and Hades 2 are coming up.
When the fuck is Hollow Knight Silk Song coming out? It's been 20 years. Hades 2? I didn't even notice Hades 2 as well. Wait, these are really cool. I'm really excited for both of these games. Like really excited.
Song and Hades 2 are coming up, both.
I'm really excited for both of these games.
That I want to see get the Doom Eternal treatment from the makers of Celeste. We got Earthblade and
oh, that's cool.
From the makers of Shovel Knight. I played the demo for this. It's like a Game Boy Zelda meets Castlevania.
I don't think I'm interested in that whatsoever.
I remember talking about this one years ago. It's looking a lot fancier now than when I first played it. Animal Well. Oh, hey.
Animal Well.
I'm really excited for Animal Well. The whole reason we wanted to publish it is because it's such a left field game. It's the only game in this video without combat, and I think people are really gonna like the animals. 2 weeks ago,
those are cute animals.
Sneaked out Metroid Prime Remastered. They really knocked it out of the park with the visuals, and it's running at 60 FPS on the Nintendo Switch. If you're looking for intense boss
I
fights
don't care about Metroid, I'm sorry.
Metroid Prime is more about mood and atmosphere and backtracking. Lots of backtracking.
I hate backtracking. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't really like Hollow Knight that much. Can I be honest? I don't like Metroidvanias. Okay. But I am excited for Silk Song. But I still didn't really like Hollow Knight that much.
Fauna, the alien creatures, the rain splashing under your cannon and dripping off your visor,
and the graphics. That's really what this is all about.
The graphics.
All of it
the
is
graphics.
That haunting, beautiful soundtrack. If Prime 4 looks and sounds like this, Metroid fans are going to be living very large. Final Fantasy 16?
I did not know that.
Final Fantasy where you can actually marry a chocobo. Spider-Man 2 is Sony's big game this year. Hopefully they'll be able to bring out the pizza mini game with this one. We could also potentially see Big Wheel.
Very funny. Very funny.
Horror remakes coming up with Resident Evil 4.
I want to go back. I'm interested maybe in Final Fantasy 16. These games come out. Final Fantasy comes out on PC, right? Please tell me these aren't console exclusives. I could play Final Fantasy 16 on stream. I could also play Spider-Man 2. I could play on stream as well, maybe. But that might be a PlayStation exclusive. Now that I think about it, that is going to be a PlayStation exclusive, so I won't play that one. I don't like these games. I don't want to play these games. I'm never going to play any of these. I'm never going to play those games, I'm sorry.
I think is when he goes 4. It's like, damn, we're really on number 4 already.
Resident Evil, The Mercenaries, 3D.
Resident Evil 4 is the most famous of all Resident Evils, okay?
Is it?
It was the first game to reinvent the series, and it's still a really solid shooter. If I was
Shitty
betting
taste?
money,
I
I'd
just,
say
it's not that I'm
Resident Evil
saying that it's bad. I'm not calling it bad. I'm just saying I don't like to play, like, I'm not going to play Resident Evil games. I don't want to play
would
them.
be the better game, but I'm more excited for the Silent Hill 2 remake because I have no idea what a modern
I don't like
play like.
I don't
Most
like
of the
horror
games,
games.
walking
I just don't like
around,
them. I'm not
looking
a
at
fan of horror.
picking stuff
You've
off
seen
the
me?
floor. Like, how do you update that? Will
Keep
they
pausing the
come in
video. Is that, are you getting lippy with me? Excuse me? I don't like horror games. You've seen how I freak out at, like, literally, I get jump scared by fucking Minecraft Enderman at 27 years old, okay? Minecraft Enderman terrified me at 27. How do you think I handle fucking horror, okay?
Zombie shooting game? What about the funny pizza guy? Is he still gonna go?
I hope so.
And most importantly,
The
will
dog?
there still be the dog ending? Death
I hope so.
Stranding 2 was officially announced at Jeff Keighley's house.
No
but
way.
Unofficially, it was announced like 3 times by Norman Reedus because he kept leaking.
It's
it.
the
When I
second
first
Strand
reviewed Death
type
Stranding,
game.
I hoped it would be the last Strand type game.
It's the
But
second
looking
Strand
back,
type game.
really, I hope it'll be the worst Strand type game. Stealth, combat, boss fights, huge cutscenes. I say leave all that behind with Metal Gear Solid and make Death Stranding 2 the ultimate package delivering game.
Please do.
That's what makes Death Stranding new. That's the part of the game I enjoyed the most. They won't do that, but that's what I would like. Kick me in the now.
Don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care.
It has such a unique, fluctuating tempo of hectic micromanagement and downbeat exploration. I love the sound effects, the music, the creatures, the fruits, and the treasures. There is no other game like it, and I will never get tired of parading an army of 100 Pikmin around on the screen. And now they got this guy, Ochi, who is a funny dog.
Is it over? No, it's still going?
This
Okay.
game will be a masterpiece.
Okay, Dunkey.
Tears of the Kingdom is
All right.
coming out in
Now
2
we got
months,
the
and
big
I feel like
boys.
Nintendo hasn't even started marketing it yet.
They
You
haven't.
can rewind time. Maybe you build vehicles like Banjo Nuts and Bolts. I remember
Very
trying
cool.
to make a boat in the last one, and it didn't pan out for me. Maybe it's still. Expectations for this game are stratospheric.
Of course.
But time does not stand still for open world games.
True.
Red Dead 2 is still the most detailed open world with an incredible storyline and cast of characters. Death Stranding has that super molded geometry. Cyberpunk has cutting edge bugs and glitches. And it's like an all you can eat buffet of amazing enemies and boss fights. Zelda has been surpassed in many ways, but is still more open ended and malleable than any of the games I listed. And I hope
Of course.
those are the
When's the Breath of the Wild
efforts
stream? True. Maybe, like, right before Breath of the Wild 2 comes out.
yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming out this
I'll
year.
play it.
But wait, there's one more. Armored Core 6. From
Armored
Software
Core
was already hitting us
6.
with a whole new robot game. Do you guys remember this
Oh, yeah,
video?
From Software
Bunny
game.
birds have a sword fight with their beaks, raffle. Most of the video was footage of trains, and people were like, Dunkey, what the fuck is this? This is the kind of reaction I think people will have to Armored Core 6. People will be furious, but the true fans know that Armored Core is just a practice run for the game that From Software actually wants to make. Metal Wolf Chaos 2.
That probably is unironically true. I feel like some companies do that. Some places do that. Thing is, people do this. I think. I like to think that some companies do this. Maybe From Software, one of them, where they tend to create games, but the real game they're creating is actually like the next game that they're making. If that makes sense. So they're not really creating they are creating a game, obviously, but really they're like kind of exploring a concept, and then they're gonna flesh it out way more in the sequel. I think a good example of that is like I think Nintendo does that with Mario games sometimes, where they kind of like they have a game that's very much their first step into a new like it's their first step into a new sort of territory, I guess. And they kind of get a little exploratory with it at first. And a lot of the stuff like doesn't work. And a lot of the stuff does work. And then they come up with the sequel. And the sequel is like the crazy game, you know? So maybe the Armored Core game will be cool. I like From Software. Maybe it will be cool. Maybe it'll be boring and I won't want to play it. But maybe it'll be cool. And then I'll want to play it. And maybe it won't be cool, but they'll make a really cool Armored Dark Souls sequel. And that'll be fun.